Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current love energy and predictions for the sign of Gemini for the year of 2022. Now Gemini, I am certainly not your love guru, but I used to offer love readings when I worked with clients and I had good feedback on those, so I thought I would try this on YouTube here. So do let me know in the comment section below what you think about this type of reading on my channel. With that in mind, understand that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, as this is a love reading. I do not offer personal readings anymore, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do not get scammed. I do exclusive content on my Instagram, so definitely give me a follow there. And if at all this message resonates while you're watching, please do hit that like button. It helps my channel grow. So let's see what we get here for you, Gemini. All right. Energy on the bottom, you have the Empress. So this is a really nice card to find it really in any context. You know, this is the archetypal mother, Gemini. Some of you may have aspirations of becoming a mother if you are not already, maybe one day. There could be a baby on the way, by the way. This is all kind of rhyming here. With the Empress and the Page of Wands, I'll get into that some more, and the Nine of Cups as well. Some of you could be, conceiving this year. In 2022, especially if that's been something that's been a goal of yours, Gemini. On another level, you know, the Empress talks about, look at this, we have this Venus energy here, all right? I would absolutely read or watch your Venus sign if you're in this reading. Venus is beauty and love, and it can also mean luxury and wealth and abundance as well. This is actually one of the most abundant cards, probably the most abundant card in the tarot, the Empress, because it's all about like nurturing and seeing seeds grow and planting seeds and seeing them grow, which is why it's also another big potential card of birthing when combined with other cards. But you know, this can mean that if you're a single Gemini, you have an abundance of people that come into your life in this year. And you may even find that you need to filter that out a little bit, like just like stick to the real ones, if you will, in this year with this Empress card. We'll see what else is coming forward. Maybe there's something with the mother energy. It does say to nurture yourself and to take care of yourself as well. Don't try at this time. Like, the Empress doesn't force anything. Okay, the Empress is not in resistance mode. So like, just realize that there are opportunities coming in here for you, Gemini, and yeah, just allow it to happen, especially if you're like a single Gemini here. So right away in the middle, you have this Page of Wands. When combined with the Ace of Cups, which we don't have, but the Empress, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Wands, absolutely all signals that some of you may be birthing a child here in this year. You know, you and your partner, your significant other, may be taking it to the next step, taking it to the next level. If you're single, this is passionate person coming in, or a passionate offer, passionate news, someone saying they're interested in you, but very passion energy here, okay? And, you know, it may even be that it doesn't start off as like a serious thing right away, all right? You can read between the lines, and it may just kind of start off as like a Tinder type of thing here. I'm getting Tinder energy. Some of you may be downloading the apps in this year of 2022, as we have the Eight of Wands as well. And yeah, not here to judge you on that if that's your thing. A lot of people use those apps with success as well. But you know, at the same time, I don't feel like you need to, like, if you are not interested in getting on the dating apps, I also don't feel like you have to. Like, I actually feel like opportunities will come in this year if it's what you want, okay? With the Empress and the Page of Wands, that's an abundance of opportunity and offers. In the first column, you have the Three of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. So this Three of Cups here, you can see the three friends or the three sisters here dancing on the cups above. all cups overflowing, spilling, topping over with joy, with happiness, with celebration. Really good indicator, really in all ways when you get this Three of Cups card, that, you know, you're going to have an increase in the happiness and the joy in those areas of your life here. So definitely love to see this. You know, this may be a social year for Geminis, and that's where you may meet people as well. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't necessarily think you need to get on the apps, but I actually do feel like some of you are as well. So it really just depends. You have this Two of Wands here. This is a choice between two paths or wands or people. You could certainly have so many people that come in this year that you have to make a decision. You may have to say no to someone, yes to another, something along this line. You know, this is also like like a fork in the road, if you will, bifurcation of options. And for some of you, you may ask yourself, you know, do I want to put energy towards relationships? Do I want to put energy towards something else in my life? You could certainly come to a place of balance and harmony. I'm not saying you can't, but at the same time, a lot of people like to focus on one. You may realize that at some point in this year that you want to either put energy towards relationship or put it towards something else. You have this Knight of Swords warning you of maybe impulsivity in some ways here. Again, you know, this card tells you to take action. At the same time, it's kind of it's interesting dichotomy here with this Knight of Swords, where it tells you to take action, but at the same time it says don't be impulsive, right? And so, you know, trying to find a balance, especially as you have the Devil here diagonal. The Devil does not have balance. The Devil just does whatever it wants, hedonist energy, you know, doesn't really care about keeping things under control. And, you know, for some of you, I would say that's a warning where you may want to just like not jump into something very quickly here in this year, but take on action at the same time, take action on the things that you feel good about. That's kind of what I'm getting. Now, in this middle column, you have the Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Wands energy, you know what that means. Fire, passion, sexual energies, creative energies, kundalini energies, sacral chakra energies. And it's a big column for some of you, coming into a new place in those areas here in this year. You have this Page of Wands, like I said, passionate offer coming in. If you are single, if you're in a relationship, potentially a child on the way, I really truly feel like that. You have this Eight of Wands, really a nice love card. Really a good one. This can indicate you being swept off your feet in some ways. It's like a quick moving energy that brings about good news, but in a relationship situation, it's like really nice. It's like, this feeling of being swept off your feet, being enamored, being in awe of somebody. It can also mean long distance relationships. It can mean finding a romance or finding somebody on a trip or while traveling with this Eight of Wands. So Gemini, I do get the sense that, and by the way, the Eight of Wands can also indicate, I always like to associate the internet with it as well because of the long distance idea, which is why I'm feeling like for some of you, this may happen at a distance through apps, right? So like downloading an app, and like that may be how it is. Others, you're quite literally traveling to find somebody. You have this Ten of Wands here, removing the burden, all right? Realizing that love does not need to be a challenge. You do not have to fight an uphill battle in a healthy relationship. And I do get the sense that some of you are going to recognize that, you know, and take a look at, if you were in a relationship, taking a look at your pre-existing relationship and saying, you know, am I struggling too hard? Am I exhausted? Am I giving too much? Is there not an equal exchange of giving and taking, of giving and receiving here? And so some of you may be taking a look at that, but you do have this Wands energy here. And I feel like this card does suggest experience. And so I do feel like you've experienced situations in the past that you want to move away from here in this year as it relates to your love situation. In the last column, you have the Devil, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So this Devil energy is really a card of our shadows. Okay, we all have them. None of us are perfect. We all come into this lifetime with things that we sign a contract on to work on in this lifetime. That's what the Devil is, okay? The Devil's like, hey, have this extra piece of cake, okay? Yeah, you can go for another drink. Yeah, you can see what this might be, right? And that's this temptation energy, right, with the Devil. And you can put the pieces together on what that might be for you. But it does say, I feel like there's something around self-control that's coming in with that energy, as we have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Devil diagonal here. So some of you may be looking to achieve balance. You have this Four of Swords. You may throughout this year still be healing from heartbreak. As you see the Three of Swords card on the banner above, this person's healing from the heartbreak of the Three of Swords. And this may have happened in 2021 for some of you Geminis, where you're still kind of working through that. And I do get the sense that you'll be quite successful in that, especially as you have this Nine of Cups, which is another really nice card. Dreams, wishes coming true card, emotional contentment, luxuries, pleasures. Another card indicating like sexual energies as well, like those energies in this lifetime, especially as you have the Page of Wands. So if that's something you're looking for, you know, that is certainly on the table for Geminis. If it's not, you're talking about getting dreams and wishes coming true in your emotional situation. Now, let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, maybe share this video with a friend. Also, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Hope things are going well for you. And check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. Sign up for my email list. I might be doing something with my email list in 2022. So you have Radha, Soul Flame, rediscover the lost part of yourself, experience relationship harmony and healing. This is the romance card you want to get here in this Oracle deck, really. And, you know, some of you are healing your relationship with yourself. Some of you are healing a relationship from the past that is probably over, and that's okay. You have this Miriam card as well, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So the author of this Oracle deck calls the two people on this card twin flames. I'm not here to say labels are right or wrong. If you want to use soulmate or twin flame labels, you may certainly do that. And so some of you may be getting that sort of connection. Yeah, so some of you may be finding somebody on a deep soul level. You have Gaia, Earth connection, be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth, stay grounded. Could be an Earth sign, but at the same time, I see you sort of at some point in 2022, like going on a trip or connecting with Earth in some ways. You could meet somebody through that experience. And actually, I also feel like it's the stay grounded part's extremely important in that message, as we talked about the devil here, potentially indicating self-control. And that's what I'm feeling like, having a balanced, grounded energy, especially even with this Knight of Swords, which is not really a grounded card. You have the no need to worry, so I really like that energy. You have let go. This is what I was saying. Remember, the Empress doesn't resist. The Empress just, whatever happens, happens, right? And we have the you're ready. So big energy here for Gemini. Really nice, really nice love situation here going on for you. Letting go is important. I think it's whatever's going on with this Four of Swords, past heartbreak, very important for you here in this year. If you're somebody who's gone through a breakup in 2021, I think it's very important. The Empress, of course, is Venus energy. It's all about love, beauty. And yeah, it's nice to see that in a reading as well for you. Let's see what we have here. Let's pull some additional cards. Okay, so you have the Magician. Yep, you have the Hanged Man. You gotta let go. Okay, and you have the Justice card. Okay. Balance here for you, Gemini. You can't be doing everything at once, all right? There's this energy there's ungrounded energy showing up with the Knight of Swords, the Devil, and this message of staying grounded, all right? The Justice card is balancing. It's Libra energy. It's tipping the scale in whatever direction is unbalanced, okay? As you see the scale here. It's also a card of karma. You know, some of you working through karma in some ways here, and there are lots of ways that you can repay karma, work through karma. You can go ahead and research that for yourself, but I do get the sense that if you rush or you force something, if you're a single Gemini and you rush or you force something into a relationship, that may come with an element of karma for you, okay? Remember, timelines change. I'm not always right 100%, but that's what I'm getting through the cards. You have the Hanged Man and the Two of Wands. Something around analysis paralysis. The Two of Wands, trying to make a decision, choice between two options or decisions here. And the Hanged Man is just like staying where they are, ruminating on those decisions. there's a big message here. The oracles here in this reading are very prominent in this reading. Letting go. Okay, the Hanged Man, the big challenge for the Hanged Man is to let go. The Hanged Man really needs to embrace the death energy and allow a transformation to happen. And the Magician here is Mercury energy, by the way. So the Magician's the master manifester. It's skill, it's willpower. What kind of relationship do you want? Maybe you create a vision board. Maybe you take out a piece of notepaper and really write out what you're looking for in a relationship. If you are single and you manifest that, some of you are manifesting child, okay? Absolutely 100% with this Temperance card. Wow, the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This is just the universe throwing all the chips on the table here. Gemini, doubling down on the initial meaning here. Knight of Swords, chaotic energy with the Ten of Wands. And you have this repeating card. Remember, we had the Knight of Swords here, we had the Knight of Swords here, we have the Eight of Wands here, and now the Eight of Wands up here. Okay, so this Eight of Wands, like I said, is a very good sign in a love reading. Okay, you can expect to meet somebody in this year if you are single, especially if you've been manifesting. Again, this is going to be through the airwaves, you know, either on a dating app or through something like that, or while you're traveling, you know, long distance type of deal here. For some of you, at least, it's going to start that way. You're going to meet that way. And I do feel like it's going to invigorate you. This is going to feel like, this feels exciting. I will tell you that there's this energy of excitement here, Gemini, especially I'm talking to these single Geminis, very nice energy in that way. You have this Temperance card as well, which is another card. Remember, so you have the two major alchemy cards together here with the Magician and the Temperance card. However, the Temperance card is also telling you to have moderation. Look what comes after the Temperance card. Number 14, number 15. The Temperance card is the perfect antidote for the Devil. They've ignored it, though, as it comes after. You need to, if this message is for you, okay, again, can't tell you what to do, but the message here is have patience in moderation. Moderation in all things, okay? That's very important at this time. You have the World card, you have the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. I just want to say that it's very important that you do not force, okay? And do not force here. You are going through a major completion of a cycle with the Devil card. I do feel like this is, if you're a single Gemini, it's because you have finally figured out how to let go of someone else from the past. And that feels like a cycle being completed or ended here, okay? So I pose the question to you, do you really want to hop into a new relationship before you figured out the cycle of the last one? Before you figured out what happened in the last cycle? That's the question. Because I feel like trying to force something, you know, trying to, and even resisting, like, you're going to miss out on this Eight of Wands, Page of Wands in the center of the spread, which is incredible. So, yeah, you have this Six of Wands as well. If you're in a relationship, that's you and your partner taking things to the next level, doing things together, having a great time together, being there for one another, supporting one another, having a big victory together as a couple. Like, especially, yeah, if you're married and you're looking for children, this is the reading for you. I have to tell you that. If you're not looking for children but you are married, it's still very good. Good communication, good changes in those areas. Really nice reading overall. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. You know, that's hard work. Again, you have two hard work cards next to each other. You're realizing you don't have to work for love, or you shouldn't have to work for love. It shouldn't feel like love. And at the same time, or working hard is not what love should feel like, is what I tried to say. At the same time, I do feel like you're only really interested in a long-term situation, or there may be something that does evolve into a long-term situation, or something like that happening here. Let's see what else. Okay, I guess we're going to take this. Okay. Yeah, community. Some of you finding a new community as you travel, or an online community, something along those lines. Distant Horizons, House, High Honor, Official Person, Courthouse, and Lovers. Wow. Gemini, I do feel like some of you are going to find somebody. Distant Horizons, good times ahead. House, high honor. If you're in a relationship, like if you're married, you may be looking at shared resources together, maybe even purchasing a house, getting ready to do that together. Really nice energy if you are partnered here. This distant horizons, yeah, just good times ahead. Things are changing. High honor, like I feel like there's also this level of self-respect that needs to be had as you do things in moderation and balance here in this year. So yeah, definitely a connection coming in for single Geminis as well. But love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, share this video with a friend, check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.